Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Yeah, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Third down and 1. Smith now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Seahawks in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Easy. First. Move.
They go play action. Cousins. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Cousins now on second down. He lets one go deep for Addison. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cousins. This is caught by Addison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Akers. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 2-yard line.
Akers is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Gino on 1st down. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gino now to throw. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
At the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. Walker is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Walker once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Play action now. Cousins. That is into the hands of Hawkinson downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down.
Here we go.
Now Cousins. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Running left is Walker. 106 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Check 58. Look. Catch left.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. For the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A second down throw for Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 83 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Gino. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly.
Brings up second and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Second and 9 now. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Seahawks 21.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, it's a clip.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
53.
To the air again, Smith. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. In motion left, Godwin. Following the interception, Cousins. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Seahawks 21.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Walker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Check 59, check 59, cover.
Throwing is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
13X.
From the red zone now, Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
And he will take this one out for a Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. Third quarter as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Cousins now on second down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Smith. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Kene Nwangu. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, trio left. Hold.
Geno out of throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Smith. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Play action. It's Smith. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Play action now, Cousins. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawks defense. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, Cousins sees something. He's going to change this around.
He'll look to throw. That's caught downfield by Addison. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Joseph on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Seahawks 35.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, it's Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Here now, 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Hey, go flip her up, flip her up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. Now he's loose again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. Joseph now to have the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Vikings 49, Seahawks 42.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Smith. And that one too wide and incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Smith's going to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Middle. Hey, it's a clip.
Smith to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 3 on left. 53. Hey, alone.
Smith. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fan. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now Smith. And he fires one incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Ball at the 18-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
Line. 13 next.
Smith now to throw. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Smith. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Gino's going to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Cousins here to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Minnesota, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0.